There we go. We're live. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
We are live. Delayed on time. Delayed, but on time to the delay. We gave you a heads up. There we go. We're live. I
Uh
can hear myself. Yay.
oh. Had to mute.
What's up, potty mouth mama? Simon Simple, how you doing? Only gonna be lurking. CCK, Nika Krause, Sloan, Testicle. Thank you next. Captain Obvious. How's it going, you guys? It's only Monday.
Captain Obvious is one of my favorite screen names
It
in this
is.
community. Yeah.
That's cool. And Blue Sugar, how are you doing? Did you
Hey,
change your name
Winky.
recently, Blue Sugar, from something else? Hi, Winky. Hi, Giggles. All right, nice. I'll check that out, Giggles, and we'll do a live. Hey, Sally Spencer. And speaking truth with love and chat. Sally Spencer.
And thank you. Thank you, Next, for the live chat reminder. I forget
Yeah.
every time.
Hi, Mary L. Hopefully this time you'll be laughing. You'll be crying, laughing, not crying, crying. Mary L's been going through the gigs.
Who sings that song? Breaking Up is Hard to Do. That's a song. Who sings that? I forget.
Some bunch of old dead dudes.
I should Google it.
Frankie Valli or some shit. Wait, let's see, who is it?
Hey, Ancy.
Neil Sedaka.
Okay, I'm not familiar with with his music,
Yeah,
but
it's like
I
from
know
the
the song.
1960.
No way. I thought it was
Yeah.
70s.
No, no, it's old. I thought it was 50s.
What's up, Ash274?
Yes, what's up, Ash? Hi, Black Hearted. Some people said they would be here, but they would only be lurking, like Simon, and that's all. That's all cool. But if you decide you would like to participate in the conversation, we hope that you'll feel safe and comfortable doing so. So I'm going to give our normal disclaimer. It's a mouthful, though. Okay, so I'm gonna just say it. We're not relevant, and we know that. We don't have everything figured out. We're just trying to figure things out using logic and maybe a little bit less emotion. We might get it wrong, so disagreement with our views is welcomed. Also, we are not here to promote channels or spread hate to other channels. Everyone in this chat is free to express their views, but remember the views of the chat do not necessarily reflect the views of the two of us on the panel. We may agree, but we may not. So we like to make sure everybody kind of knows that's where we're coming from. Hi, Morix. Welcome in.
Yeah, we like for our chat to feel like they can say whatever they want. As long as it's not hateful.
Yeah.
Overly hateful. I think that's how I normally put it. It can be hateful, just not overly hateful.
Oh my gosh. What's overly hateful versus not? Hi, Amanda Sue.
Threat, like making threats or
Yeah, don't
using
give
racial
anybody idea.
slurs, something like that. Yeah, that's overly hateful. Well, we're actually going to talk a little bit about that later, about our chat.
Yes. We're talking about our chat.
Yeah. Well, we're
Okay, cool.
talking about, opinions in chats.
Hey, girl in the shower. Welcome in. Hi, Anita Backrub. Nice. I'm loving the names in here.
Yeah, I was going to say hey to somebody that I've never seen before.
Uh-oh. Amanda Sue says she feels like she should be taking notes. I'm scared.
Yeah, it was Amanda Sue. She's been in here before.
Good, good. Lily Marie. Basically, don't be a butthead. Exactly. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. What a week. What a weekend. So, the title of our stream is Breaking Up is Hard to Do.
Yeah.
And
It's
it isn't
been
always hard to do, by
hard.
the way.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes it's easy peasy.
But it looks like we've had a couple difficult breakups lately in the community.
Yeah, this I would say that friendship breakups were definitely the theme of the community this week.
Mm-hmm.
And normally we don't mention a lot of names on here because we're not trying to spread hate or dislike towards other people. But I think that this week it just would be ridiculous to not say who we're talking about because everybody knows. Because we had two very big friendship breakups in the community. It was Randy and FOD's breakup and Science Girl and Molly Golightly's friendship breakup.
Right.
And the Randy and FOD breakup is so strange and confusing that we don't even want to talk about it, except maybe to say that you probably never want to be in a friendship like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we really had not planned on talking about that one. But the other one is with Science Girl and Molly Golightly.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't on anyone's side because their friendship is none of my business.
Right.
So I watched it without participating, and just being my usual lurking self. And it was interesting to watch, as a lurker, because I saw how emotionally invested everyone in the chat was
in their
friendship.
relationship.
In their friendship, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Very emotional. Lots of people were very upset. And but because their friendship is none of our business, it's still none of our business. Even though it's been really public, it's still none of our business. We're not going to get into the details of their breakup.
Right.
Dear God, but no. I think,
I said, dear God, no.
Yeah. I think that it's better for the details of why a friendship ends to be kept private anyway, right? Because it seems like the adult and respectful way to handle it is for your own friendship to break up. It seems like the respectful thing to do is to not be public about it. So, that was the first obvious, thoughts that I had about it was like, oh man, I wish they would do this behind the scenes, privately.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is that a public friendship breakup makes your friends sad and it makes the people that don't like you happy.
Mm-hmm. That's true. It gives people something to talk about that they don't need to be talking about. It's not their business.
Yeah, it gives them content, to talk about your relationship.
Yeah, definitely.
But the other thing that really struck me was I saw people in the chats, because, there were several streams, full of people, hundreds of people. The overall message that I saw in the chats were people encouraging them to keep it private. I did see people saying that, like, guys, do this somewhere else. But the other thing I saw and heard was people encouraging both of them to just make up. Just make up. This is
It'll be
so,
all right.
yeah,
You're breaking my heart. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're breaking my heart.
yeah.
Hey, Ginger
Um,
Lots mom. Hi, Remy. Hi, Meekster. Sorry, I just want
yeah,
to
it's
give a
like,
couple
oh,
hugs.
this is so hard to see. We just want you guys to get back together. And that kind of bothered me because I I just don't think that people should give that advice
Yeah,
because we don't know the whole story. And
right.
that's a good thing because we shouldn't know the whole story. But
Yeah,
we don't know their relationship. We don't know what's happened in their relationship.
yeah.
And so that's why you can't tell people what they should or shouldn't do when they decide, when one or both of them decides, we don't want to be friends anymore. And to me, this breakup wasn't just over one argument. It sounded like, one of them was not happy about a lot of things and felt like I felt like she was expressing things like, I don't like that you do this and I don't like that you do that.
Mm.
And that happens in friendships. Sometimes your way of thinking and your attitudes about things don't align anymore with your friend.
People
And
change. And
yeah,
also,
people
people
change.
get to know people. And sometimes their values don't align or people grow apart, right?
Hmm.
And because that's the case, and I'm just saying, um, if any of those things are the case, for whatever reason, somebody's made a decision, right? And they made it public. I saw some people saying in our chat, they made it everybody's business by making it public, right? So somebody said first that that's what was going on or whatever. And so people feel like they made it their business. Someone made it the public's business. They put the information out there, whatever information they wanted to have out there, but that doesn't mean that it's our relationship, right? So I don't instantly become I'm only invested as a watcher. It's entertainment.
Hmm.
I didn't invest time in their relationship. I didn't lose anything other than entertainment if they break up. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. I mean, I just don't think that I I don't know. I just see a lot of people saying that they wanted them to stick together. Why would you want two people that you care about to stick together? The other thing I saw is a lot of people, well, I shouldn't say a lot of people, but I did see some people saying stuff, right? And then later, like maybe negative things in the chat and on some other smaller streams saying, you know what? I don't even want to comment on this because what happens? Have you guys ever had like a friend that was breaking up with their boyfriend all the time? And they break up with the boyfriend and they get back together and they break up with their boyfriend and they get back together. And finally, you get to the point where you're like, listen, girl, you're telling me this is it. This is the final time. Uh, it's not until the final time that you know they're not going to get back together that you want to say anything negative about that dude because what happens when they get back together in 2 weeks? You're the one that
Yeah.
said bad things about their boyfriend and they love him so much.
That's uncomfortable.
Well, it happens and it's pretty much
Yeah.
I think happened to everybody that's like no had a female friend, right?
Yeah. Well, and it happens on YouTube all the time. People make up.
Also, Ash, sometimes people are just stubborn turds and won't hear each other. There's that. And other times people just decide that they got to know somebody and they don't like what they're doing right now. Or they don't like what they you know what I mean? People sometimes just don't want to be friends anymore.
Yeah, I mean sometimes people realize that the friendship just isn't good for them
And
at
who
that
knows?
moment or going forward.
But and you know what the thing is I did hear I think Marissa seemed to be taken a bit aback, and I did hear her say that she thought that maybe it had been building up for a science girl, right?
Hmm.
And it seemed like that could be possible to me too. And coming from Marissa, because she was half of that relationship, nobody should try to force anybody into anything they don't want to be a part of, even if it's just for your entertainment. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I just don't want to
Hi, Sabrina.
oversimplify a friendship breakup situation
Because you don't know
by
the details.
advising two friends to just make up.
Hmm.
I just it's just an over it's a it's an oversimplification to me because there's probably a lot more, like you said, that I don't know about. And I
Hmm.
get that it was painful for, for some people to see the friendship break up publicly, but
Yeah.
for me, I think the best advice is to encourage them to keep it private and then spend some time apart. Instead of get back together, maybe they should spend time apart. And during that separation, the person that ended the relationship can decide if their life is better apart. They can decide if they feel relieved to be away from the other person, or
Hmm.
they might realize that they feel
They miss
sad
them.
and they
Yeah.
miss the other
Yep.
person.
It happens. And C says, I would prefer not to hear the details when this happens. It feels manipulative when it happens. And we did see people rumbling of the, oh, what if it's created drama? I 100% believe that it is not. And I know that we did hear Molly Golightly say that it was not. I 100% believe that's real. But Anne says it feels manipulative when it happens publicly. But there's no shortage of manipulation going on YouTube either. So I'm never too hard on people when they feel like things might be conjured up. But then again, it wasn't my friendship. You know what I mean? So I could feel a little
Right.
bit less.
I'm trying to understand. Ash 274 said, I think when people say that, it's more out of frustration than actual advice, if that makes sense.
When people say,
Keep it private and spend some time apart, I guess. But, I think someone else was saying, Remy was saying spending time apart allows for reflection. And that's kind of the point that I was trying to make.
mm-hmm. Well, and it's the same like in real relationships, like, dating relationship. I'm sorry, but if I'm dating someone and I tell him I need a few days to think about it and he like flips out, then I'm like, oh, I made the right decision. Let me think.
Yeah.
maybe I, maybe, maybe there's not much to think about. Okay, hang on one second. What's BS, Mary L? Help me. As if we should choose sides. Yeah, I don't think choosing sides is ever a good idea just because they might get back together and then you're the odd man out. You don't care. Blaze Fairchild. Hi, Blaze. Blaze Fairchild says, I don't care to hear when people break up. It brings out the hurt and the ugly. Oh, Ash is saying that she thinks the makeup thing is more of a expression of frustration, like, oh man, can you guys just make
Uh,
up? Rather
okay.
than them giving advice.
Right.
Could be. It could be.
But I do think people are frustrated. Yeah. Because they just hate watching it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good point.
Girl in the shower, exactly right for me. I think too. I think we should either be supportive or silent. You know, like, I hope you're okay. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Not really, because I don't know how to deal with this, but I hope you're okay. I'll keep you in my thoughts and my prayers.
CK says, yeah, it's like telling them to make up is self serving to people caught in the middle.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's very self serving. Thank you so much, Tawanda. Welcome in. Yeah, I mean, it is very much because we want entertainment. We're here for entertainment. Friendships breaking up leaves mutual friends in a tough spot. That's probably very true. That's probably very true. What if Meekster says, what if you have no clue why peeps are upset with you? So we're talking about a very specific situation. In that instance, you're going to need to reach out to the people that might be upset to figure it out. Staying together for the kids is unhealthy, says damn it, Jenna. You feel impatient watching it, Amanda Ray. My goodness. Michelle says, I mean, I wouldn't want someone telling me to make up if they really didn't know the full story. And that's the beauty of it. We don't have to know the full story. But we do know that there's two people, and for whatever reason, there's a separation there. So let people breathe, man. My advice would be to leave people alone. Mind your business, as the potty mouth mama says. She says, mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business.
Stay out of it.
That's my best fake Southern input. Mind your business. And C says, I think the go-to is why can't we all just get along? It doesn't work that way. It doesn't.
Yeah. And I mean, that reminds me of what we were saying earlier is that, people change and their mentality changes or their attitude changes about things. And, people grow apart. So in that case, maybe you can't get along very well.
Mm-hmm. Tawanda says, but TBT, to be truthful, I hurt a lot of people white knighting. Never again. Freedom is real. It is. I've always told people if you see somebody like saying something hideous or whatever, just saying stuff, don't bother fighting. Because all it does is it puts you into my situation. So the person already hates me. Now they're going to hate you for not hating me and disrupting their stupid chat. So just let them argue. Don't worry about it. Let them say whatever. And that's the beauty of not taking things too seriously on YouTube. It's just YouTube. It kind of depends what your goals are here,
Yeah. And I mean, I hate to say that I didn't take this breakup seriously, but I definitely, I just didn't have a side. And so as a lurker, I just watched it from that perspective,
Yeah.
without the emotion of it.
Well, I felt like I had a side when I saw Science Girl's life and I saw the people in the chat telling her what to do. As far as, and it was only the first live that when she went live and kind of said, gave the news that this is a situation. I felt like the people in the chat were being very pushy to her and
putting pressure on her. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, don't do this. Not don't do this. Don't talk about it publicly. Don't do this. Like, don't block her or don't not talk to her or don't this or don't that. And I'm very sorry, but I was not lurking. I was typing. Okay. And I was like, I know, because I've always liked Science Girl. And so, and I'm in there going, come on now. Like, let her say what she has to say and let's, get out the way.
Yeah.
But it got escalated. And that's why we're not going to talk about the details of the escalation. That's not really what we're here to do. We're just here to talk about the concept of the breakup and how we can navigate the waters as subscribers, because that's all we are. We're supporters and subscribers at the end of the day. Seems like a business move. Ooh. How so? Is she talking about giggles? Is she talking about the breakup? Hey Meekster, are you talking about if you're talking about Discord, did you know that you could tweet at Discord? They have a tech support. They'll help you. Sorry, I just keep catching like the recurring messages. Okay. There's a
So
recurring
let's
theme about messages. My bad. I wanted to address it real quick.
Yeah, so let's talk about the next topic because it kind of has a little bit to do with the
Mm,
first one. Because there's something that happened during the Science Girl Molly Go Lightly friendship breakup that made me think of something that I've been wanting to discuss. Because one point of contention that Science Girl had during the public breakup was that her friend was on a panel with a creator that allowed people in the chat to bash Science Girl. And that's a complaint that we hear all the time. It's the old, your chat bashed me, or
mm.
your chat is bashing
You
me
were
because
up
I'm
there
on
on
your,
that panel while that chat was just bashing me.
yeah, or I'm on your panel and your chat is bashing me.
Yeah,
It's that complaint. So
yeah.
I
We've been
wanted
hearing that for a
to,
while.
yeah. And I wanted to see what the chat thinks about that complaint in general, not to do with this situation. Because a lot of times, what people refer to as bashing is
Hmm.
just people stating their opinions. And those opinions might be that you lie on YouTube or you're mean on YouTube.
Hmm.
But people should be able to express their opinions about what you do and say on YouTube. And
Yeah.
that's, to me, that's not bashing.
Mm-mm.
Saying like mean things about your life off of YouTube, that's bashing. Like saying you're a bad mom or you're a bad wife or you're a drug addict, stuff like that, that's bashing.
Yeah.
But saying, if you call someone a liar because of something they said on YouTube and you think it was untrue, to me, that's not bashing.
No, that's giving your take on the situation. You think they're a liar. I don't know though. Let me think about that. So you go on, let's say you go on someone's panel and someone goes in the chat and they're talking about how Eritrea is such a liar and such a whatever. I don't know. Think something up.
Yeah, Eritrea is a liar.
Oh,
They have every right to say that if that's how they feel. I would never try to dictate what is said in that chat. If they were in the chat calling me a liar, they have the
then
right to
you.
say that.
They do, but you have a right to respond to it too.
Right. I would say, I disagree with you. I wasn't lying, But if people are just being opinionated about
Yeah,
what you do on YouTube, shouldn't
that's
they
their
have the
right.
right to
Yes.
do that? And should they really be censored?
I get shit all the time. Look, I don't get, look, I have tiny lives. I still get crap. And it's usually from my own mods, okay? But you absolutely have to look at Michelle says Eritrea is such a snob. I am.
Who
Mary
said
Winson,
that?
Michelle. Mary Winson says that's why subs can't have opinions.
Yeah.
But that's a
What?
problem. And this is what I'll tell you why it's a problem. One thing that Google loves more than anything is interaction.
Yep.
And if you guys aren't spending money and interacting in a chat, which your interaction drives advertising revenue, right? It you get rated, your channel gets rated based on interaction, based on content, based on a lot of different factors. Interaction is key. If you don't allow interaction, up you're bashing block. You're bashing block because you said someone's a liar or you said somebody, you know, said, I don't know, speak truth with love, is uppity or whatever they said. You didn't allow that. You're cutting back your interaction. Don't you want people to participate in your chat?
Yeah.
Alice Nurse
And
asked a great
whether
question.
what?
She says, "How can you control over 300 plus people? I think you have to just understand
Exactly.
when you go to someone's panel having a disagreement. I don't know what the last word is, but I get what you're saying. You can't control 300 people in the chat."
Whether people's opinions are correct or not, if people cannot
Mm-hmm.
express their opinions, that's not a chat that's fun to participate in.
Right.
And it's another reason why people lurk instead of participate, because they're afraid sometimes to express their opinions.
Yeah, because they're going to get called out by someone else like, oh, I saw so and so in this chat. And I saw so and so in that chat. Ooh, and so said manufactured drama or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, people watch.
the chats are supposed to be an open
Mm,
forum of ideas and opinions.
yeah.
And people in our chat can say their opinion about what we say on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You can disagree with the points we're making. You can say we're boring. You can say we're idiots. And I want to make sure that the mods know that as well, because we don't want to censor people in our chat.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, I think that would be boring. And plus, we have a thick skin. We can deal with it. We don't want to censor people.
CCK says, and I would like to add that an opinion is not usually a full attack on someone. That is a very good point.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we were saying earlier. It's not
Yep.
bashing. Bashing is talking about you off of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Well,
The
okay,
kind
but
of parent you are.
there's some relentless. Okay, that I have seen people relentlessly go at creators, right? I have
Mm-hmm.
seen chatters relentlessly go at a creator about, I don't know, all kinds of stupid stuff. And it might be stuff related to YouTube where they're just going and going and going. But they are expressing their opinion, and it's up to the channel creator to get sick of it.
Right.
If it starts derailing their chat, they will deal with it. They'll treat it like a troll.
Yeah. I think that's a good point. Like, if everyone in your chat is like, please get rid of this person.
Yeah.
Like, maybe that's time to censor them. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ash, I'm sorry to hear of your condition. I'm sorry to hear that you've been diagnosed by someone in a comment section. You might want to go back and listen to our last live called "Why Do You Care So Much?" Because we know you don't. We know that you don't care what they say about you, right? Ash, as long as they don't Google your lawn on your roof. Yeah. Michelle says, I can be wrong about something I heard or misinterpret what was said, but I don't intentionally lie. I think I think there are some people in here that just intentionally lie their asses off all the time.
There are. I've seen it. And I know that creators especially are afraid that if untruths get put out there, that people will believe it. So they don't want it to be put out there. But the way I feel about it is that I would rather people believe untruths about me than to shut down the freedom of opinions and speech in a chat.
I agree. I feel the same way too. Like, I'd rather have people, I guess I would rather have that too. And what's the saying they say? Let people believe what they want to instead of opening up your mouth and confirming it.
Right.
Hi, Kansas City Lights. We have a nice compliment here from Alice Nurse. She says, I'm doing a great job showing the comments. And thank you. Next, you guys. Okay, this is Speak Truth with Love. I call her Thank You Next sometimes by accident, sometimes too. And thank you, Next. You guys conversation beautifully together. Such a great team. Thank you. I appreciate her very much. Although I also appreciate Thank You, Next very much. Sorry. CCK says, speaking of, I have concerns about people creators saying, if you come for me, I'm going to look you up, dox you. I'm concerned about the low threshold for said behavior. We actually did cover that too as well. We talked about
Yeah.
that, kind of the new normal within. It did make sense. We talked about that kind of new normal within the community.
Well, they're probably referring to a stream this week that a creator in our community was upset with a sub and saying that that sub lied about them and was saying things that were threatening. In my opinion, it seemed that they were threatening
Oh, okay.
to dox her.
I got it. Yep, that was
And it was just for,
unbelievable.
yeah. And it was just for something that she said in a chat, and the creator believes, that it's not true.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, that's, another reason why people don't participate.
You know what's weird? I don't remember what was said, but I remember the threat and I remember the subscriber. And I'm sorry if I was that subscriber or if it had been said about me, I would feel threatened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was over the top.
Definitely.
Over the top. And I think that's the intention. Unfortunately, like people bringing a knife to a fist fight.
Yes. Yes, that is a very good way to put it.
Tawanda says when they look her up, they will be so bored. Hey, Carla Ray, welcome in.
Well, I think that
not just one, by the way, she says. CCK says it's not just one creator, by the way. Yikes. I only saw one, but that doesn't mean that's all there was.
I think that people respect people that allow them to speak. And so if creators want their viewers to respect them, then they should allow them to speak. And, don't worry so much about the untruths being said about you, because it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to say untrue things about you.
So Anita Backrub says, if someone is threatening or going into your real life by doxing or calling your home and family members, I think you have a right to know who you are dealing with. I think there were varying degrees of when is it okay to look someone up, right? When is it okay to know who you're dealing with, sort of thing. And I wasn't really, I mean, I have feelings about that, but we weren't really bringing it up here to judge what people said because we want them to be able to be honest. Like, we want you to be able to be honest about this. But it's a fine line and it's a scary line because you know that you can trust you, right, Anita? But I don't know that I can trust you. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. So it's just touchy, I think. Firewalk with Me says there's a lot of bullies. I don't know. What do you think about that? About what Anita said? I think it's a fine line.
Yeah, I mean, if you feel like your life is being threatened or
a crime has been committed.
Yeah, if you're experiencing some real cyber stalking, which we talked about that in a stream too, like what is cyber stalking and what it's not. A lot of people feel like they're being cyber stalked when they're not. But if you have a justifiable reason, to think that you are in danger, but some people think that if someone just says they don't like them, that they're somehow in danger.
Yeah. Yeah, and there are some people that are angry. They sound more angry than the average bear on here. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. And so when they say something, it sounds far more threatening than if, like, I said it. You know what I mean? But then there are
Right.
people who also have said that, uh, like, I was intimidating to them when they first came in my chat, and I don't think I am, but maybe I am. You know what I mean? Our perception is all different. Blaze Fairchild brings up that if someone threatened to hire a hitman to take care of me, as was said this week, I would 100% contact the police. Uh, yeah. The person who said that is not the most stable, as per her own words. Interesting.
Well, my question is, do who that person is, or is it just a screen name? Because a lot of times there's not much you can do about a threat like that.
I think it
You
was a
have,
creator that said that.
oh,
Yeah,
oh,
I think it was a
alrighty then.
creator. Yeah. And that puts an extra layer of, and if it's a creator that has supporters, it puts an extra layer of threat behind it. Because a person that has a few thousand subscribers is more intimidating than someone that has 100 or one or whatever that are just their friends following them, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I would probably contact the police about that.
File a report in your area.
Yep.
Kansas City Light says if people lie, shouldn't they have to back it up? Age old question. How do you know they're lying? Depends on what it is, right? Don't start no shiz, won't be no shiz. Welcome in. I haven't seen you before. I think ghosting is best, especially if you have been best friends for a year or two. Turn those feelings off, straighten your crown, and replace them. Make sure you do it publicly so everyone can guess too. Wait, really? Okay. That we're welcome into the discussion where you can share your opinion. Don't start no shiz.
Oh my word. Naked and Afraid said, I changed my name to Naked and Afraid because that is how I feel when I'm chatting. Yeah, that's a problem. That's kind of what we're talking about. People feel afraid to chat anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's
It's a
disturbing.
shame too. Naked and afraid is how you feel when you're in chats. Oh, there's so many good comments in here. Well, I'm glad, our listeners. Some creators are bullies. Yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, as long as it's on YouTube, you can just click it off, unless this is where you make your livelihood, you know, the po-po. Hi, Melody Sunny. A potty mouth mama says, sorry for the huge mod fail tonight. Real life. You're good. We've had a great chat. They should be reported, says Carla Ray. Okay. Robin Granny of Two says, I feel if you have to look someone for your safety, you should never put it out there, only to the police. That is a very, very poignant statement, in my opinion. But it's just my opinion. I could be
Can you
wrong.
read that again? Because I
Yep.
missed it.
Yep. Robin Granny of Two says, I feel if you have to look someone up for your safety, you should never put it out there. In other words, on YouTube, right? Only give it to the police.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, I think
So don't,
we've talked about that is it's the sharing it part. If you really have to find out who someone is because you're in danger, you still don't share it.
yep. Hey, you guys, don't leave,
Except with the
by the way.
police, right? That's who you should be sharing it with.
Anybody who's here right now, stick around for a few more minutes, because we always at the end we give out. We have a lot of people that haven't been here before. I just want to say by the, we don't have a long stream, but by the end we'll give a shout out, kudos to someone in the community that has done something positive or worthwhile. Sorry, I just wanted to throw that in there real quick.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I think that makes the most sense because then you're still protecting their information. Because what if you have the wrong person? If it's about you as how you know they're lying, I don't know. That's how there's so much arguing in our community. Speak Truth with Love says I'm 85 years old or something, and another lying. Do I need to go out and prove it? No, it doesn't matter. She says I'm a horrible person. I know that you're going to see the conduct of my character over time, or the content of my character over time. She can say whatever she wants. In the wash, it's going to come out. The truth always comes out, you guys.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Tawanda. Tawanda says, just me, but I would never discuss it on YouTube. I would contact the police. Who would have thought I'd feel safer naked? Lolo says, don't ghost your friends without at least telling them why or what someone did to upset friends. Other than that, ghost away.
Thank you, Fire Walk with Me.
Sorry, I'm trying to get to the comment you just read. Thank you. The struggle's real, you guys. Winky Whispers. Winky Whispers, you're always so nice and nice, by the way. Thank you. Someone who knowingly spreads hate and vicious lies in order to gain your attention or get closer to you. Someone that whacks something, your every move of your chess piece. I mean, sometimes things just don't work out, and sometimes people lie. People lie a lot on YouTube, unfortunately. People could say whatever they want to.
Blaze makes an interesting comment that I had not thought about is the other casualties of a friendship breakup. Blaze says, I also felt bad when Randy was reading her FOD text. There was one about me being a dick or some such, and Randy read it out in front of the whole chat. Pretty creepy when a troll calls me a dick. So, yeah, that sucks that was read out loud.
Blaze, were you being a dick? I know you're never been a dick to me.
I know.
That's weird. That is creepy, right? Because then you get brought into it and you're not even in the relationship.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Hey, Ira Rising. Okay, good. That is a good point. And it is creepy if you weren't only participating online and you got, yeah. Thank you, Next says the good outweighs the bad for me. I have met amazing people. I agree. I feel the same way. Don't spread lies for views. Yeah, good luck. I hope you win that campaign.
Who said that?
That's looking about as good as the Democratic Party this year, unfortunately. No offense. No offense.
Yeah,
We're
that's a
definitely
good
not political
message.
stream. But yeah, don't
Please
spread lies.
don't spread lies for views. Thank
Please.
you.
I don't remember what it was, Mildly Sunny, but thank you. So, yeah, I mean, it's been, I don't know, man. It's always hard to maintain a chat, especially, if you're in a drama stream, just keep that in mind. Like, people are just getting out their feelings, and especially the people who chat a lot, they're getting out their feelings, they're in the moment. And I'm sorry, but these live streams, they pull at people's heartstrings. People get caught up. So it can come off as bashing when really they're just expressing their opinion. And it's easier said than done because I'm not the topic, but sometimes it pays just to walk away for a day or two.
Yeah, if you're getting caught up, take some time to be a lurker is my advice. Because, it
if you can.
Yeah, or just take some time away, period.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got some really great comments in here. So
Tons.
do you wanna give our kudos? I wanted to talk about something else really quick.
Of course.
Because so we had all these, friendship breakup streams this past week, but we had some fun streams on Saturday that I was in. I know not everybody was in them, but
Saturday, there was a fun stream on Thursday. Hello. Just kidding. Who was streaming a fun stream on Saturday? Tell me about it. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Jen Vaughn. Welcome in.
Breaking the Silence had a really nice, relaxing stream Saturday, and she was just talking about all the critters that she has around her, where she lives, and gardening.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
And like something about her voice is just very soothing, but not like in a fake soothing way. There's some people that, lay on the charm with their voice.
Right.
But it's very authentic, and she's just, I really like her. And then Potty Mouth Mama had a really fun stream Saturday.
Was I in that one?
Yes, I believe you were.
Why are we talking about it?
I don't know. I was just thinking about those. Those were, in the midst of all the friendship breakup streams.
I had so much fun on Potty Mouth Mama's on Saturday, and you guys should. I know we said we're not here to promote channels, but if you could subscribe to her, that would be great. Not because she needs subscribers, but she's going to be going live more often, I think. I do. I love you so much, Blackhearted. What'd you talk about, girl? I do. So
yeah, everybody, we can promote one of our mods channels, right? Even though we say, everybody sub up to the Potty Mouth Mama, please.
Look, it's not the purpose. Our purpose isn't to promote love or hate of any given channel, but
right.
I'm doing it anyway. So yes, I'm a hypocrite. Clock at the house. All right. So do we want to talk about the kudos?
Yeah. I think that the thing that really stands out the most this week is Diane and Wendy, their stream, which I don't think that its original purpose was to cover the Science Girl Molly Golightly friendship breakup. I don't think that was the purpose, but they came into the stream and had a confrontation.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, they were able to help them decide on not speaking anymore about the conflict that they're having or the breakup that they're having. And I think that there's some money involved in this truce. I guess
$1,000.
Yeah. But I think that's a positive thing because they quit talking about it, and hopefully they will spend some time apart and reflect on their friendship and make a decision about whether or not they want to become friends again or not.
But no, okay. While everybody would love to be able to just give $1,000 to St. Jude, right? Nobody wants to lose a bet. So hopefully that helped a little bit, but I don't know. But I do think that was it started off a little bit different than it ended up. It ended up really, really well, I think. Winky Whisper said, Lurker's Logic, this has become one of my favorite channels to come to. Also, with all due respect, have you ever seen SNL skit with Alec Baldwin and the two ladies with sweaty balls? LOL, it reminds me of it. So are you saying we sound like PBS MFOs? We'd have to do weird ASMR. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness.
You could probably do a really good impersonation of that skit. I'm just saying.
I'm trying to think of who was in it. Molly Shannon. I can't remember the other person.
I can't remember her name right now, but
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Yeah. Thank you, Mary Wunson. You guys are so awesome. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. I think just to answer the question of Firewalk, and someone else asked it too, I think Blaze, I think she did private her channel. I think she did. I probably would too, to be honest. Did you get acrylic nails?
No.
Uh-oh. Kimberly, I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. We'll save it for tomorrow night. I'm scared.
Oh, Anna Gasteyer.
Yeah, that's
Kimberly
it.
is correct.
That's it. And a gas fire. You win. What's her prize? Dick?
You win best comment of the stream.
Comment
How's
of
that?
the stream. Sure, why not? Let's do it. Yeah, that's SNL skit is a classic, and everybody always brings it up, the sweaty balls. At Christmas time, right?
Yeah.
So those are the two things we had to cover for the week that have happened, and not cover like as in the stories that happened, but just the two topics we want to talk about. And then the kudos, of course, to Diane and Wendy. They had a successful agreement there on the resolution, so that worked out well. Oh my goodness, it's vibrating your chair. Did anybody else have any thoughts, questions, concerns? Because I want to do my little spiel at the end. Anybody else have anything to say? I won trivia. Good. Yep. Yeah.
Thanks, Robin, Granny of Two. I haven't seen that name before.
I have seen that name quite a bit. See, here's the problem though. I don't know who's friends, who isn't friends anymore. I don't know like what's what when it comes to, I don't know what you call it. Like, I don't know where people hang out anymore. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's good. It's really good. I have no judgment.
Anita Backrub, we stream every Monday.
Mm-hmm.
She was asking about Tuesdays. Is it Monday? Yeah, it's Monday.
It's Monday. Now, okay, there have been moments where we had to move stuff around.
Oh, that's right.
Because sometimes, okay, listen, when drama's popping off, you guys want to watch that when it's happening, right? Especially if it's going to go on private or members only or something like that. So we're trying to find where we fit into the community. Mondays seem to be the calmest. Although lately there have been things going on more on Mondays, and then we may have to move it around as needed. Hi, Sin7, welcome. Good to see you. But we kind of have started off as a people watching us on the replay. So what I wanted to say, thank you so much, Firewalk. What I wanted to say is if you guys feel comfortable, okay, and you think of something that you would like us to discuss as a conceptual topic, in other words, you know, let's see, person A told person B that they were going to hire a hitman to go after them, something like that. Feel free to leave it in the comments of this video or a previous video. We'll see it because we don't have a ton of comments. Or if you're shy and you're just lurking because you don't feel safe chatting, go ahead and go to our About Me section of this channel and go to where it says for business contact in the email. You can email us at lurkerslogic@gmail.com. I just want to let you guys know this isn't checked by any one person. And if there's any sort of like personal stuff trying to reach me or personal stuff trying to reach Speak Truth with Love, it won't be addressed. But if it's topical for the show, then absolutely we want to hear what you have to say. Does that make sense? Yeah,
Yep.
I hope so, Ira Rising. Yeah, and if you guys do feel okay and you do feel safe, it helps us grow the channel too when you comment. the basic stuff and things. So that's all the housekeeping I have. We like to try to give you guys something to walk away with and think about. And then hopefully you'll come back next week, and we'll see some ideas from you. And if not, there's always something happening. We'll have some new topics to cover next week as well. I'm going to say a quick thank you real quick if I can. I would like to thank Diane's channel, Molly Golightly, and I think that's it. I guess one win too. We got some good shout outs this week. So we have new people in our chat, newer people that haven't been around in our chat, and we got a lot of new subscribers from that. Was there anybody else? Thank you.
It seems like there's somebody else, but I can't think of it.
Well, I know Diane and Wendy one win, and then also Molly Golightly. You are late, but that's okay. It'll be up tomorrow. It takes like 24 hours to process. It's such a pain. Thank you so much. Thank you. Next. Yeah, it's good to see you guys here. I'm so glad that you guys made it. And again, we should be back, I would say, on Monday. It's positivity, but there's a little saltiness too. We'll be able to be a little salty. Oh, there's Diane. We were just thanking you and Wendy for the shout out, as well as Molly Golightly. And also you got the kudos, Diane's channel. You and Wendy. Did you hear you got the kudos of the week? I don't know if she did. But it was for the agreement that you were able to strike between Molly Golightly and Science Girl. Thank you, Meekster. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks to the lurkers and mods and chatters. Thanks for being here.
Yes, thank you so much. And again, if you guys have any ideas for us, let us know. If you have any feedback, that's also welcomed. Very much. All right, guys. I guess that's it. We're out, right?
Yep.
All right. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you all for coming. Take care. Bye.